everyone. I am Crawlers, and today I thought I'd go over some techniques I use to record and render out games, to capture games and then render them out in Sony Vegas. I think everyone uses Sony Vegas today, probably, so it shouldn't be too hard. Okay, now I'm going to try to do this tutorial a different way. I'm going to go a different way than uh, all the tutorials I've done before, where I've sort of put a paper in front of me with notes and stuff and sort of talked through that. Today I don't have anything in front of me, so I'm going to see if this makes any sense. Alrighty, let's get to it. So I'm obviously using either Fraps or Afterburner to record in-game. And frankly, I don't like recording using Fraps in games. I like Afterburner more because it doesn't lag as much. I heard DX Story doesn't lag at all in games, but honestly, I didn't have a chance to check that out yet. So, as you can see, you can set up your recording in different ways. I'm recording using Fraps right now because as far as I know, Afterburner doesn't record the desktop, so that's the only reason I'm using Fraps right now. So you can record at whatever FPS you want. Usually I record at 29.9. I have all my all my projects in Sony Vegas set at 29.9, and I'll go over that in a minute. And I record full size, so that's 1080p. And in Afterburner, you can set up things. If you press settings, you can set up things in a similar way. If you go to video capture, here you can set up your button for video capture. You can set up your quality, your frame rate, and so on and so forth. Okay, so also another thing that you can set up in Fraps, you can either hide or not hide the mouse when recording movies, but as I found, I've forgot a couple of times to record my mouse when I was doing a couple of tutorials, so that didn't go over too well. So just go over a few of these settings before you start recording. Fraps can also split the recordings. If you keep it on for a while, the files get really big. So if you plan on recording for quite a few minutes, then you may want to split the movies 4 gigabytes per file, so you have some way to manage it later. Okay, now let's go over to my Sony Vegas project. Okay, we have some files missing. Okay, let's see what we have here. Now here I just imported some gameplay I had, and I just went to my recording folder and I dragged in this gameplay. And honestly, if you don't know how to drag in gameplay, then you have no business recording anything at all. So, and this is actually a fun little gameplay. I was going with the SKS on the No Shark Canals TDM, and look what happened right here. I took out 2 guys with my last shot of the Rex, and it went through and through. And the first one was even a headshot, so it was a lot of fun. Okay, so okay, here's my point. When I import a video stream into Vegas, I immediately get a video and an audio stream, obviously, because this was a game recording. I have an audio stream. And if I want to put in some sort of commentary over it, I will use this another audio stream on top of it, put it right here. And in the game's audio stream, I will decrease it to around -30 decibels or so, maybe even raise the commentary a bit so it'll be even louder than 0, so maybe positive 12, but that really is up to you. Also, I have this project saved and I use it for all my recordings and all my uploads, because I already have an intro here, and I already have an outro inserted into this project. And all I have to do if I want to change either the intro or the outro is go to my After Effects project, change the intro, save it with the same file name, render it out, and it will automatically be changed in the project because the file is already imported. And if I rendered it with the same file name, then I don't have to open up and create a new project for each commentary recording. So I can just import a new commentary and render that out immediately. Alright, now as far as the project properties go, nothing special here. The only thing you want to keep in mind is obviously this is 1920 by 1080 or 1080p, and you want to keep the same frame rate as your recording that you just made in Fraps or whatever. So in this case 29.9 is the standard, so I'm using that. And you can start a new project with the same settings, which for me doesn't matter because, as I said, I'm using the same project over and over. I just import different movies. Okay, and obviously you can change the audio and all that stuff, but I don't even fool around with that. Now, as far as the rendering goes, you want to render it to a let's uncheck show favorites only. Let's see, let's take there is already an Internet HD 1080p template right here, which we can press customize, and I saved my own template and called it YouTube. And here's the way I customized it. Obviously it's HD 1920 by 1080, and that's 29.9 of frame rate, of course. Now the thing I do here is I check 2-pass, because single pass movie will not be as good as a 2-pass movie, even the worst 2-pass movie. So you always want to, if you have the time to do it in 2-pass. Now I also increased the bitrate just a bit, but the maximum I think I went 50th, and the average I think I went like 20 or 28, don't remember exactly, but the point of this is obviously the higher you go, the more quality you can get out of your movies, but also beware, you're going to have a really big output file size. So if you don't have a good connection and upload to YouTube, don't increase the bitrate at all. Also, I go here to encode mode, and I check render using CUDA if available, because I have an NVIDIA 580, I think it's a 580, it's an MSI 580, that has lots and lots of CUDA cores, so why not use them? Maybe shorten the render time. In some cases it really cuts the render time in just about in half, so in some cases it doesn't help at all. So if you have an NVIDIA card, this might really be useful for you. Yeah, and I think that's it. You can save this template as something new if you press save right here, type in a new name, and use it from now on, obviously. And I already saved it, called it YouTube, Oh, and one more thing before I forget. The reason I don't go over 30 FPS, I usually don't go over 30 FPS, although obviously Fraps can record at 60, 50, or whatever FPS you want, because YouTube will cap any video at 30 FPS, so it's really not needed to go higher than that. You're just gonna get bigger file sizes and have trouble dealing with that later. Okay, well, I think that's it. I think that's everything I wanted to say. Thanks for watching. I have been Crawlers. Please check out my other videos. Link to the end of this one, and rate the video. Thanks.